before there were buildings and pavement, and street lights, and in the case of many of us, before there were even our ancestors in this land.
Because I come from a Christian background and as a person of faith, that's the way I'm going to pray it. But if that's not who you are, you can block your ears. Or you can just think good thoughts.
People are dying while you line your pockets deep. Commander-in-Chief, how does it feel to still? We were taught when we were young that we fight for what's right, that there'll be justice for just some. Won't give up, stand our ground. We'll be in the streets while you're bunkering down. Loud and proud.
We find it's a really accessible practice. It kind of breaks down the mystique of the dancer to some extent. It requires that we work together, and Kyle has something to say. Oh, and we have a third member of our company. That's awesome. So I'll introduce you to Kyle.
And this is a third very important member of our varied crew that shrinks and expands. This is Laura here.
It's black and blue, on my way to black and blue. How sweet the vista, the portal view. I couldn't believe it till tonight. This whole place made of light. I made myself home. Don't know what's wrong, don't know what's right. I belong here with animals might.
See the same people talking about protecting the children that were probably the people who bullied us queer kids back in high school in the 80s and 90s. Probably going back as far as the 60s and 70s even. We're just generally bullying people because they're different. And I kind of wrote a poem like sort of about the attacks on LGBTQ children, like when this whole narrative started, like back in the United States, like a couple of years back. And I don't know, I was kind of when I was watching it, I was thinking of Lovejoy's wife going, "Would somebody please think of the children? Would somebody please think of the children?"
We shall overcome someday. Oh, deep in my heart, I know this is true. We shall overcome. We shall overcome. We shall overcome someday. Deep in my heart, I know this is true. Low and hate, we shall all attain someday. Oh, deep in my heart.
It's about the white girl.
I know this is true. We shall hate someday.
Here we go. So to review the words, this little light of mine, I'm going to let it shine. That is slippery. This little light of mine,
Shine, this light of mine. I'm gonna let it shine. This light of mine. I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine. Let it shine. Let it shine.
I don't know. all know what those people think about us.
I'm gonna let it shine, let it shine, let it shine, let it shine.
The Creator, God, whatever you call him, He is meant for us to be here, not to destroy one another. And that's what's going on.
And the government based its decision to bring in these new policies in the schools on the basis of some letters from angry parents or concerned parents. Do you know how many letters there were? 18 letters. Do you know that the names of the people who wrote those letters or the letters themselves have not been released to the court? Do the letters even exist? We don't know. But I think that sort of shows that this is being blown out of proportion and trans kids are being harmed for political reasons. Turn everything black and white. We know this world is not a black and white world. We have every single possible type of person and situation and politics, and we all need to learn to live.
All of us queer kids who then become adults to keep up the fight. And it is a fight, it is a struggle. We are minorities in this world, and that's okay. Because when we come together
to understand and learn as to who I was as a person. Growing up